Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in Jew. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Welcome back to Big Mouth. You can continue this and every other conversation over on my Twitter at Movies TV Mad. Yes, Big Mouth, me basically, is joining the fandom menace. What does that actually mean? It doesn't mean I'm going to move to America and move in with Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. It means I'm joining them. I'm joining their fight because why? Today's trailer of The Rise of Skywalker. I can't do it anymore. It's interesting, really, because if you see some of my videos, I've been on the cliff edge and jumping off of joining the fandom menace. Now, the fandom menace is a very interesting, unique group of people. They're as interesting as the release, the Snyder Cut movement, if you like. Another movement I'm a part of. A movement they wouldn't approve of, by the way, but I'm an individual. So what are the fandom menace? Well, really, the fandom menace were created after The Last Jedi. It was a group of Star Wars fans who had enough. People like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Neurotic.com as well. He's amazing as well. His videos, Midnight's Edge, there's so many of them. Now, predominantly, these people are seen as right-wingers, Trump supporters. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they're not. But the message, they are fighting against the Hollywood machine. And what happened with The Last Jedi, to anyone who spoke out against it, we were Russian bots, we were racist, we were sexist, and they stood up for every single fan. And they are damaging the Hollywood machine. They are damaging the Hollywood narrative. And this is very, very important. Now, a few years back, anyone who said anything against Hollywood, I would be, how dare you, you're a terrible person. But now when I see what they're doing with identity politics, with gender equality, their obsession with politics over telling great stories, I can no longer sit back and allow this to happen without me even attempting to try and stop it. So this is why I'm joining the fandom menace. It isn't about politics to me. I'm not a political person. I don't vote. I don't care. Yes, you can attack me for that, but I don't vote and I don't care. But I like my TV and I like my movies. And they're being ruined. They're being ruined over gender equality and racial quotas, over great storytelling. So there's people getting work because of that who are not talented enough to get that work. Because maybe they're a woman, maybe they have a certain cultural background. And I'm not just talking about people of colour or Asian people, I'm actually talking about white people too. It's the whole board. There is a problem here. The entertainment industry isn't about entertainment anymore. Movies and TV are not about movies and TV anymore. I've spoken about this on my videos before. The golden age of television, from my recollection in my lifetime, is really from 2001 to 2011. Smallville, 24, Lost, Prison Break. I can go on. Then it stopped. Then all of a sudden, they were making cheap satire, right? Casting on their quotas with crappy shows that were being cancelled after 1 year. We've seen it with Star Wars. They are going to keep on rebooting and recreating things and putting them in their kind of political snow globe. They want to see the world how they want to see it, not how it really is. But that's not the point. It's not about relatability. It's not about your political opinion. It's about taking something like movies and TV, the entertainment industry, and making it political. Now they have split us all up in two. We are all against each other. Men, women, people of colour. You know, it's ridiculous. And we are all human beings and we should all love each other. But how can we? You know, blue check marks on Twitter talk about us being toxic. But they're the ones who are stirring the pot. And then there's Access Media. Who are Access Media? They're the media. They're the mainstream media. They will spin anything that Hollywood studios and networks, and let's go further than that, British networks, we've seen what they've done to Doctor Who, right? We've seen what the SJWs have done to Doctor Who. They have destroyed it. And don't think it just began with Doctor Who season 11. This goes back to the kind of Gallifrey, the Time Lord guy, who was a guy, right? And then he regenerates into a woman of colour. But that's not enough. She even puts, her first words are to put down a man. Ooh, all that ego. How do you live with it? Or some crap like that. And this is what they're doing now. So they're destroying our entertainment with the least important commentary. Identity politics. That is not the most important thing. Gender equality is not the most important commentary we should be making. Earlier today, on a couple of my videos, I told you, my opinion is the commentary that the Joker movie made is what we need to be seeing from Hollywood. About hunger, starvation, someone who can't get their psych meds, right? So important. But to SJWs and extreme leftists, these issues are not important. Joker was feeling sorry for a white male incel. Whatever an incel means. I'm thick. I don't know some of these words these lunatics use, right? Why did they hate Joker movie? Because it starred a white male and it was about a white male. And we felt the pain of this character. Now you tell me the honest truth. Comment down below. Did you feel this character's pain because he was a white man? No. You felt sorry for this man, and it's not because he's a man or the colour of his skin, because he was let down by us, our society. Why am I talking about Arthur Fleck like he's real? Because there are so many men and women of colour and Asian people, every human being who's suffering out there. You know, he or she, right, or they are Arthur Fleck. That's the point that these idiots don't understand. So there is a culture war right now. And I've been in the middle. I've been standing in the middle. So I've been watching Neurotic. I've been watching Geeks and Gamers. I've been watching Mauler, talking about it while I go, hey, I don't want any commentary in this. And I have made a little bit of commentary. But now I am absolutely announcing that Big Mouth, which is me, which is my YouTube channel, basically is all the social media kind of platforms I run, which is Movies TV Mad on Twitter, Mad Mick on Instagram, it's Mad Mick 555, and I'm even on Snapchat, but really I don't really say much that's serious or cohesive on there. It's just a bit of a lark. But the point is that I am announcing that I'm part of the fandom menace now, because I believe what they're fighting for is important. I don't care what they support, because I'm not a political person. I'm a film person. I'm a producer, I'm a director, I'm a writer, I'm an actor. I was trained at RADA. You know, the entertainment industry means so much to me. Now, you've never heard of me, and that's okay. But this is my industry. This is my world. And it's being destroyed, and it's being ruined, and I can't handle it anymore. So I am joining the fandom menace, which means I'll be doing more videos about what Access Media are trying to spin in favour of the studios, the rich studios. Now, what you're saying, what triggered you? You're saying to me, Mick, you decided to join the fandom menace because of the final trailer for The Rise of Skywalker. Because that trailer sums it all up. And there's nothing about politics in that trailer, but what consumed and what happened to that trailer and this film and the reshoots and the undecisiveness of what they're going to do with this film comes to a very political movie called The Last Jedi. They decided to go extremist. They decided to make a film which was extreme left. It wasn't Star Wars. They wanted to make commentary about gun control. And did anyone put their guns away because of it? I'll be honest, right? I think guns are dangerous in the wrong hands. That's my opinion. That's not political. That's my opinion. If you have the opposite opinion, I will hug you. I will kiss you. It's okay to have opposing opinions. That's what good debate's about. But Access Media in Hollywood don't want healthy debates. They want to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Shall I tell you something in this culture war? Nobody's right and nobody's wrong, because you're all coming from your own points of view. That's the point. But they want to make films that look down on you, that talk down on you, and tell you the way it should be. That's what, and the reason there's so many female-led TV shows and movies now, it is all that bloody phone. Just ignore it. Happens to me every time. But the reason they're doing this, it is not because they care about female equality. They don't even know how to write a strong female character. If you want to see strong female characters, just go and watch Gone with the Wind. Go and watch Jenny Garner in Alias. You know, go and watch Buffy. Go and watch anything. The modern day writers, producers, and directors wouldn't know a strong woman if it hit them in the face. So, well, very soon, in a few weeks' time, we are going to see Terminator Dark Fate, right? The latest Terminator movie, which brings James Cameron back with the director of the first Deadpool. And basically, the predominant characters are women. So basically, we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, we've got Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. I actually just forgot her name. How could I forget her name? And you know, basically, this is a predominantly female-led movie. Again, it's meant to look like they're getting their shit together with this film. I've heard already the Access Media has started best Terminator sequel movie since Terminator 2, and it's really funny, right? Because when they talk about the best film since Terminator 2, seeing every Terminator film since Terminator 2 has been shit, and you're saying, well, this is the best film since. Well, they've all been shit. What does that say about this film? That they're all being positive because that is what they've been told to do. Because a lot of these sites, a lot of these media outlets are owned by television networks and studios. It's so corrupt, and they're stirring your pot all the time, and they're trying to tell you how to think. But the Fandom Menace is not telling you how to think. They're making very, very intelligent points, and they are breaking the Hollywood monopoly in two. That's important because I predict in 10 years' time, the big studios are going to crumble, and what we're going to get is really little studios making very, very little films and TV shows. That's good for the industry's future, because right now, these big studios are part of the problem. They are so political, and that's the problem. I don't want big statement on politics. Now, growing up, there was a lot of political commentary in my films, but it wasn't like getting your boot and pressing it on my forehead, just like what I said. Watchmen is, and I spoke about the Watchmen pilot. I kind of reacted to it this morning on another video. Check it out on my homepage. It's basically the identity politics in that pilot was ridiculously, as I say, getting your boot and pressing it on my forehead. It was ridiculous. It wasn't about anything. It was just about identity politics and proving another point. So this is what the Fandom Menace is. This is what the Fandom Menace is fighting. It is important. They are taking the entertainment industry away from us and making it political. And let me be clear here, and I'll say it again, SJWs and extreme leftists don't care if you're starving, don't care. Don't care if your kids have nothing to eat. They don't care if you're a child that's being abused. They don't care about those issues. Are not important to them. Their issues are, the important issues to them are representation, and representation, but not representation of me and you. My parents are Greek Cypriot. I was born in the UK. They don't care about people like me. I'm not important. I'm a man in my 40s. I'm scum, basically. That's not the people they care about. So basically what happens with the extreme left and extreme right. So the extreme left and extreme right they can say, we love everybody, which they don't. And so the extreme right don't love everybody, and they're blatant about it. So both sides are just as bad as each other, right? But what the Fandom Menace are saying is, get out of our films and TV, right? And this is what's going on. It is going to keep on going on. I believe Joker is the beginning of changing that stranglehold of identity politics and this representation thing. We all want people to be treated fairly. We all want actors from all walks of life, from both genders, to be represented on the big screen and the small screen. But what's happening right now isn't about good entertainment, good storytelling. It's about something else, and it's very dark, and it's very insidious. And that, my friends, is why I'm joining the Fandom Menace.